Anyway, ya mo adwo amwakwa abade Adom TV so braso se Adom kase esom do hwe ba ko di animi ensem awdo de bre mu de edi mu akotene ebi ene se tanka drabafo a wode fa nwa hodo ko mia nya bi eto no enye wanwa se wode wo ho ebeje atuate a wo mo etwi tanka fa gas no ate dada no ekoba sa so a na fa ho eba be yedin ewo man mu yenyere yen tadua mu ye pa na yebekode akwa hwe ene Commander Sugar Factory mpanifo se eba be ye adwuma eba be adwuma abra hwedie ni ho kwan ben na befa so ye adwuma yede mu nkyiremu ebebre wo Adom kase so na yakwa hwe Adom TV wiwe mu ayaye ede afa eye nobaya hodo bi e wodwa so a ne boa pagya esan dollar ni cedi no sebe ntwetwede a cedi no wonti yebekọ agoprama so akwa hwe nsem ahodo ani Accra so fokuri kuma Asante Kotoko President Cup edwadie apomden ena enigidie ni nyina aka ho bi ni atodin Adom kase bidi nna nasai ampofoje yenko na afi nsem ne yemfa mu nkyiremu ensomo Yanshe nsem na se enfemfiri osofo a wonehwe amanane ensem so na bedi akire yewra kwakwa mpretwum support nsem yatodwa se wiase mpanimfo se baabi saye no na baabi eyi Russia ni Ukraine tokwa asore denden de nam so masukufo a na ka agent tie wo ho obi ya pe baabi di trafa no asakoda ni nhira kakra ewo nefa bi sanse ne Hungary aban agye atomu se Ghana de hia wodi nsenseme sukufo a wono mu adesua ho nsem eye ato apesan tokwa asie e Ukraine ti no Onumra obeju awa tu amomo ato mo ngasua so a wontua kaprekra e wo Hungary mem honom Adom kase e de beto so
Ebra wo so afo abedi atwa wono ene hye amanone ho nsam so kwaku ampratwum sapon ene Adom kase etwetwe nkomo ya no wo ma asukufo aduonu na ya wo free Poland ebepie mu wo man Ghana ene fie akwaba ene odi tu dwase e kamia ye se de yesi wo Ukraine a eni pepre won kwa no nso akoye enhira ediama ebinum sanse ene yi Hungary aban ede atu dwase obibia wo ye osuku ni ya no wo Ukraine a opese woto na ditua so ebetimi aba Hungary man ni mu a o man mperinfo ene befa na disua ho e ka ne senti wono mu free Ghana aban pese wokofa wo mba nyina enya de a wo pese wo ba
1 man's poison is another man's meat so Ukraine for say nkola ya wo mu school ho ya entoko ya mu school se ma ya basa no Hungry for so abie pro amasa nkola na say obi a wo school e wo Ukraine sa wo yinti no wo free ho no wo ba Hungry a wo mo bejo ama school ama emwo bia sese wo mo de boa wo bia no wo de boa amo ato awadesua so to the extent say wo mo aban no kra ka say wo mo a wo mo be sign up no Monday wo betumi start adesua enye yenwa say number nanka original nanka wo mo ba enra emu 18 all of a sudden I decided say they are not coming
enwachi osaka de to aso say
for now aban released $2 million the amount say yam fan start Yem fan start you. Min kase that is the total. Yem fan start. And I'm see a person team do eba at the earliest possible time. No, I must say you sign up with about 5 airlines. And now one mobile fire and crowdfunding will be diaba. You need Qatar for agreement. You need Turkish airlines for agreement. You need Lufthansa for 2 and a more. You need KLM with 2 and a more. And Ethiopia Airways for so. Edibi beba ya ne British Airways for gusu edi enkita ho se de be ya omo so akwanya beba mu na omo so afa ye nkwala no bi anase ya busuafo no bi edi afiri ho no mu de aba
ya kan esukufo asemi ya wasukufo no bi wo ho no mu a se bi ontu kwan otioman mu so usuku ho nsem no edi chimhia sanse odo ho akwakowura emprewsem mu ama emprewanyinsen adoro won sesebe no komoa no na okọ prisia oni valley ho a na ama no ho mene so pampani fo so won tena ho nyenhwe ha sanse pani a omama frawe na nkani bu na nkayefo ka ho bi nti anamuntuo ne se obehye enwomasua ho dawbo de ama saa nkwada yi a wonu wompani mfie so do ho rewura gobone mu no watwe won ho na timi aboa mo nya asomdwe de asua de ama mamu ni nyina enya won so mfa so
Kropomu mpanyimfo a wowo atoye mantam ehwe se eye mprewanyinsan die obetu na se efri honom weyi ntie ne wakopa odwumadie bi ano ewo Pristi Ahoni Valley a dwumadie watene din se eye 5-year adolescent health project a wode be ye ntwetwe ama emayo a waduru won mfie so a se wanfa school ensi wanani so betimi akwakofa nyinsan aba na se dwumadie ye ntwetwe kese a wode ba bema emayo a efa enemu apomoden ene afeisa de ama obetimi ahwe won ho so ya daachi bi obenya adwuma papa bi aye edi bi ahwe won abusuafo
damo program ya wa be ye hunda obobo papa nara say ye 2019 na mbaframa wenyin sa na ejirim BEC na wa 45 na 2020 yenya mbaframa 69 so wakaya 2020 na covid ne be nti what's na future nti awon ankasa wo ye hona aza wo pe nti oma dodo a wenyin sa na no wo sure na 2021 no yenwu 2020 figure na da wa sure no the education directorate yaba mozenze nhihye to ha na yeko schools na especially more from a wo fi oba na wo do so a wenyin sa no yakama on education nti oboy ma 2021 figure na oba form yenya 55
Aban Krachi Isaac Dasmani ede ensem sei ene tuda e wudwumadi na se.
Adolescent that is reproductive health and development programs on the abea. Ebebo ama titi ebetiti enkwala especially misafo no e momo ankwa afo ankwa share program ade problem be ebebro mo. Ti ebebo ayi popo ama ankwala no so mo hu se o concentrate on education ni ade. Em say about amfo nyina no yenso no as municipal assembly ni education director e be make sure say about adult models no. Now more peer educators no more teacher no so no yebama omo so no church omo nyokofo say dey be ya de omo dey si omo ni so no e betimi abam
Kofinti enso eyopen na wo frɛ ne sɛ wani esukufo yi bi emekasa na bra wo pa odwumadie yi ano no ne nsɛm a wɔde tu dwane sɛ
sebio focus utu ekorafo no na watamo momone na dia tu yi yesi utu ekorafo no otu momone so fo utu ekorafo no watamo momone na dia sie monkwa mutimi mo so hwe enuti ya titie no bi so ama etichafo ya so do na abaye counselors and supervisors
ye fe no so na yakoyenim omanfo beka ya Commander Sugar Factory eye fididwuma kese a omanpenda da John Dramani Mahama so aban etintim ye besi sabre ntimi nya adwuma ema chese honkomodie bebre akona no ada na omanpani eba no ba se hwebe oforisu obusume ebru nya chi busume nan busume besimi no ebe hyase ya adwuma enso ahwede eno ya kade titiriwo a mfidi egu ho no ye de befam ne anya sikire no ebi enya nsoe enya nua bi enso mpanifo se ebe ya adwuma nti kwa be na obefa so wakire so obekra esikire no ha kade no ye yenya ma ne mfinwie ne de aba ne aba be nya aba yam amana fi ne anya sikire no e de afrim yemfemu nkire mu aka no to awozo.
One of the cardinal points out there, society, industry, and factory, actually availability of raw material. What raw material, ne availability in addition to the factory. Yep. So we put it together. No, there, over there. It's a chain oil continuous and and now we have no sugar factory that was our commission that done and so it's a chain we are the same abana work them now war force am paying and now the for onboard Commander Sugar for are they burn that no is an air force we uncle onboard says yara on no major mama Ghana for one kasa was why you need Bobo. Yeah, I'm telling you the reason why you feel the sugar factory no I've been busy and Shambo. It's a sugar factory at summer yake. My brother, so far it's a bar I've been no man paying kade. Or they have corner sugar factory no. Yeah, but operationalizing. Onka ya 9-day wonder. A business one task open a chocolate and your man paying say what to the number 2 April sugar factory or you operationalize.
Oh, and because if you I shall say the factory coordinate but this is our president. One with the factory no Obama Okoda and the youth there and you see you because I could school at least no about any between you can work or hiding Ghana Yamate.
Man no coordinate had need so huge more you to me. Since in fact no koda esi chen look no you book ma ba fa abubu ya ba fa me the pokoma but no ba fa that be actually na be ya na so me sin bi to da bo ya no commandment say na since in fact e book ma commandment so ojuma bu koyim ama we do na adin ne abuku fom enti ya ne hwe
o chenya nyenwa gide adwuma na babado ama ya jade ba yotum na ya ato da sisi na adwuma no ambado a we ye patch bi nti ya jeba no so kekre bi a woto bi ala no e de me ase enyim na ena okay enuanom na mboto na wo ha na fatu no wusu woni enyim no na wakade fatu no is one ye adwuma bi mu wa ho
Ohina hwefo yinyi amanzeba emi sokpo kafi justice midfield commander de Abraham yeda wana ase
yentoa ensem no so na watwe mu na drafo a won mu etwi ka mu ntumi kire tanka e fam framaja eti atua se won makatua se munye no da nchen so a yesi ye makwan mayemie eye agina ya hodo a ye ton framaja ye gas filling station ni biemti odo na de ego de tete ene se won a etwi tanka kese na efa petrol ni diesel no omso peso omdo omho jim sanse yesi sebe kwase na se ye de meyonko ne enime omsi kasem akatua na nye kura so omuni kamafo na ye funu ya no amfe wo sin obi hunu bi nti na opisu tu sa na mo no
Ebra drobafo a wotwi tanka e wo Ghana hanom wonko kese eye nsentwofo enhia mu no on president nsem a wodi tuudwa ene sesi ada eye adrobafo a wotwi gas tanka no na mpanyimfo anhwe ya wo de omo ho be hye atuate enim esanse enniema bi a ekoso wo Ghana hanom no wani enje ho kra wachemu se empempi ene wode wona desrede ato aban enim efa wona katwia ho nsemu nanso aban abunani aguso be senti se wanhwe no wansiesie amoma ene omo nyinada ede ho be hye atuate enim
ye driver for tanker drivers in general ye ni akatua papa se ye ko ahudie mu kra odi usan pan na ekofie na se uhwe adwuma ye e wo man mu as tanker drivers a no kwasem ya din yesu ojan kasa ena edinam na ebesu busume na akatua wo se mfa ma no ye mfa ma wa ya ye adwuma be bia petrol ana kerosene diesel gas beko bia no ye boy homodi se ni nyina beko but se duru ya katua so time a na ayedin ye se ni oye adwuma no onu na edidi but ye adwuma no eduru be bia omo tie air condition mu no omo gi akatua ni nyina edi
Afins were to National Petroleum Authority for enemy say one shop na drop for a wutri eye gas ahyeni bi no woni omo asetina mu enye yi esanse wo mo nso ehu hia e wo Ghana hanum
honestly speaking say utu sa na mo no a na wan kasa no uni tanker drivers endi ni ye nti ye pese use opportunity embo MPA fo kokko omo di sa adwuma no ye mbo omo kokko say ye nim ni omo ye ba tanker driver ejai any bomb ya mo hwe ene a ye kita wa ha no wakatua endu 1000 Ghana cedis ayreho mobo
Jomtnani Emma Tanker Drivers Union na wo Ghana hanom de a wo kan ye ni
ba bibia ni ho a ye adwuma until say aban na te yase ene ne mpanyimfo nyina atena se na o mate yase say ye lifting band na firi ho ama Ghana fo e kagu omo so no afiri omo so na Ghana fo mrantie nso so a omo do omo ho asi ho say omo beka tanka no matena sa agya wemu no omo de eniema na ba kuroma ma ye den yenya bi ni ye de aye ye de yendwuma no omo nso so oho atom se ye ho to ya ena fie adwo
afi atwa mu no abra aban ekenkan budget no no de tudwa se yakwantempo nso to kakra yetuatua na ye de siesie akwan me kire roto no yetwam na twa yetwam no ene osoafo na ehwe akwantempo nsem so antwen kra ma abedwefie na nyantum ena oto nkra se obi bia entwa kire enso nipado na asem kan so odwan bewu no nyanwu ya yemfre ne dwanfu nti kra no enam so ema adom kuma no wono mpani ba akoko bisa asem efa eka aban abo wo sa roto na yetwa mu no ho enso so afo na koyi anu a kire se eka bia mai yentie enkyiremu no
Osofa ohwe akwantempon wonsam so kwasi amoakwata yi nsem ano wo mrahwedwefie no asem a wodi tuudwa ne se de na nsem mu aban ama rotos a wojeje e wo Ghana hanom ni na etu atwa no Ghana aban emo eke biara na we nyinada ejina se ranking member wo hwe akwan ene akwantu wonsam so Kwame Agboja de nsimbisa bi eto nanimu se eba rotos sika aban yeja agege na sisi adasan e na eha oman Ghana ebra wo bisa ne sa nsem no de odi tuudwa eni
arise to us the Minister for Roads and Highways, what is the estimated loss of revenue till date due to the cessation of collection of tolls a bridge and road tolls as contained in the ministry's press release dated 17th November 2021.
Kwasi Amoakwata edi awokan ne se roto na waja agege no kra eye magane nyina.
Mr. Speaker, there are in total 38 toll stations across the country. There has been no loss of revenue to the Ministry of Roads and Highways since the cessation of the correction of road tolls. Mr. Speaker, after the presentation of the 2022 budget statement and economic policy of government by the Minister of Finance on 17th November 2020, most road users refused to pay road tolls at all the locations throughout the country. During that period, there was confusion between road users and the correctors. Mr. Speaker, in order to save lives and property at the toll locations, a directive was issued for the suspension of the correction of the tolls. Mr. Speaker, with the approval of the 2022 budget, effectively, road tolls have been zero rated and there will be no revenue in 2022 for road tolls.
Ye friend so na ye nto aso aso ye hwe ensa se ene obade egudi a wode aduamu eso na akiremu se aban ebeji obi ajapade be be yi kwan afa na se di aban dwuma bi de eya ananka aban enimpefe se ewoso ye ho mpatesika bi sanse piti mo asase na hokwa nso empata no mu no obehwe ne nipa mienu ayi omuti se ajapade kro no e omienu nyina de no na ya na aban no etipae.
Tom Rebina se aban eye impuntunwuma bi te se ekwan anase ade de mfasode kese bebre omamu ni nyina aya na wokwaje asase ewo baabi na za asase no nipa kra ye ne de ase na japade esiso na se aban ede wo hye eje asase na esese se nipa no nso wo ma ne mpatasika obetimi ede akwakosi dan no foforo na enei ebram na hye fiefo ehyiaye no Haruna Idrisu ensembisa wode to wo soafo a wo hwe ensase ene odomankoma japade so Samuel Abujinapo enim NSA.
Mr. Speaker, fortunately for us, the new Land Act 2020 Act 1036 has provided that where compensation is been established and there are issues of litigation as to those who are the rightful recipients, those compensations ought to be escrowed. And therefore, it doesn't occasion additional financial burden on the state, and they are escrowed in a responsible, prudent financial manner so that interest can accrue on them. There's also the other matter of really the work we are doing to ensure that we reform the Lands Commission, digitize the Lands Commission, so that even the question as to who is the rightful recipient of compensation can easily be settled at the level of the Lands Commission. But for the time being, Act 1036 seems to have resolved this matter. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Very well. Yes, Honorable.
Afi wo wie ye no wasadi tuda se sesi asoye no eye nhyehyeye a asase ho manso a ewo meaye ahodo no wo mopese ni nada etu etwa.
What is the criteria of determining that Mr. A's compensation is paid first and Mr. B's compensation is paid second, and so on and so forth? Mr. Speaker, first of all, there is an elaborate process by law which one has to go through in order for his or her compensation to be paid. Very elaborate. And the processes, I cannot set them, all of them out here, but on top of my head, I do know that there must have been some compromise of your interest in the land, either through compulsory acquisition or through road construction or whatever, and then you become entitled to compensation. There is the issue of the land valuation division of the Lands Commission, where you have to go through that before a report is brought to the ministry.
Yaka ensase ne ho nsensemi okotehia nananom hemfo ai oho na atentesu kokko ede akire nipa bia wahase epupu onto ede eba won asase so akire mu se pete mu asase na ho kwanye lori kwam ne pim kuntunu tu nyina wafa foforo ene wafomfom a memfa mo mo asase ho sanse oba de a ene omno obidi no nyonyonyonyonyonyo ono mo bechi ayam amaganafo ehuso
Nananom a wɔwɔta hyi ensam bi a wɔde to abɔnten ene sɛ ɛwɔ hɔnom a wɔbehu na adansifo bi ana nnwumayɛkuo bi aba betena wɔn asase so a wɔni ho enkratasɛm ene de wɔde to Ghanafo nyinada anim ne sɛ saa nneɛma a ɛkɔ so no wani ɛngye ho ne sɛnti obi biara a ɔbɛkyew sɛ wɔyɛ saa nneɛma ni bi ne nso wani obedi ɛbra wɔyɛ nsɛntwofo nhyiamu yi nananom secretary ene de ensɛm yi atu dwa wɔde sei ɛto Adom kaseɛ anim.
Private developers that are doing a whole lot of things on the land that we don't know anything about. Keep arresting people to the police station, making sure that the police will deal with them. The moment they are arrested, the next day we'll see development going on the land. As we are speaking now, there is an injunction. There is an injunction on the land, but yet development is going on. Such a development on tertiary land should have a proper agreement, proper negotiations, so that whatever benefit the tertiary township will have will touch everybody.
Paul so wa wono eno ye otwetwe for the nsemi to dwa asem a osaka ne say obi biara ope asase e wo tertiary ne important honom a e hye nananom a wo honom ase no wo mra wo nanim no meye ho nkrata asem ansa na wanyasa asase no.
Whoever is developing that stretch of land should stop. Come and see the traditional authority within the town so that proper documentation, proper agreement, and whatever will be done so that it will be beneficial for the entire Teshi township.
Yenyina we so na yentwa ye ho emra ye ba kase no dia ka chire ene doso. Yamu akwaba afi ye ni nkyire framantem kropon homu na ene dai unim se yi levy ho apotwe a esore ye ne menteme ho ase nyina no abaite ne ho ase se sebe ufiti prekopa se amoja na eba anobrɛbrɛ ma bato na obetu anamo no ne Ghanafo adi ho ano baba ye akyerekyere mu yie bia na ato akoma paso nti akomantam ahodo ne kopie framantem so afo hwɛ o masikasem so de atodwa se o man ye pese ye de ho e wosikasem mu dia ye ntimi nkoso a ennan krofo ene boseabo nti yenwene ho biem yente ase na sa ato ne yenje emfanye o man yie.
So this year's budget, the Adrinkwa budget as we named it, is essentially to say how do we turn ourselves into an entrepreneurial state, a state in which people are given the skill set to be able to start their own jobs and grow the economy because government cannot continue to absorb what Pius mentioned, some 11 million people to be able to give them jobs. So then that is the entrepreneurial nation, and the interventions are very clear. A historic 10 billion CD Youth Start program to tackle this unemployment menace. And the question becomes, who should take care of this? And what sacrifices and burden sharing should we have such that we will be able to unleash the potential of our people that we have. And the president has also said that yes, we have the ingenuity to fix the economy, but you can't bring people back to life. So that intervention is what we are looking at. Then the question becomes, how do we get financing to support it? Because at this junction, since the COVID intervention, which essentially cost us, at least on the budgetary front, some 11 billion CDs of lost revenue in that year, and another 15, 14.
Yanko pandai mensinimu ewo etifedo mantabnum na omafo ho na ebuse ebo wonsem prapra hia edema multimedia adwumako titiro ni Adom TV se obi ato ompa hwe no ye de ye baaye wonsra ban mu ni biti wahi asem ede betu dwa ene efrase eso papa say yese said ye eja de o hye petia na o kire bu na ye hwenti no odi hye ba eye Kofi Job a wono asemi odi mu enchiremu ebre ye no oni amanfo na di nkomo ade kropoten anti ene wo bɔ multimedia nsamrane no wo de to aso
aha mi gina mpempe no eye sagaga to eye quarters watepo eno ye fusaga eba bi mu ewo kona de se watepo mante pano na hwebe na ya eye kwan ya eno de fusaga eba bi mu ewo quarters sa hwefo ene tefu gina beka ya afi twemi dem na obi so se e kwan ya ba be kwan bia okoye de trap road enam sama fa hye bose oma be sese kwan de ma fom wo sa stretch we so that muka saba be hwe se de kwan no nsem esi ekoso ya hu na no se contractors egina kwan no so a omo edwuma wade pa na so hwe se de a mo so for de hye ba o so Job ni kwan yemfutu ya kwan ho adwuma na mpanyifo eda so mo ya o hwe emfutu e kwan so pa ede tema mfo ne bi dim ko so mo se anye bia no o ha ben ena sese kwan we ya se ye no e wadi mo mpese contractor no ya hwe na ba yemfutu se no mo ne edi nkomo e fa ye
na no kran nyame anim aha na yefiri eye jambai na ye kwan na de no kran asai ye ba no kran de contractor o kwan na so but issue ni na say mfuturo do so papa na o hwe ya pomodin ene se na mfuturo na te de ya emoa timamufo no na me ba ye me ka kra beti o ha o kese ewo mu ne se anka wo se odi ensuo gu kwan no so mai kakra na mama
pato ne kakra me wo ka fa woni se o ja contractor no o delay because embra wa sha se na ahum tika o die kwan no wo hwa en cost tentem wo hwa kwan no futu to so kwan no so nti ama en futu no ebo wura kro mu ama yetima fo ayeti kro mu ama ye bre ama ye nya yare afri sa futu mu
na ono so ewo eye jamboy ene yesu di nkomo de fa ekwan a omo ahya se omo ye ho adwuma yo
futu abedema timafo no se contractors for machines be chipping cement ne anya ewo site and say we say wo awunim na say we wia ayi bako pe na say ye chiwa woni ahemfo ebedi nyonyo edi de wode sheba ba wusu
yefa ye ni nkire ekrofom mansini mu asantemanta mu na gurumesa eho ena ba beto dwa se omoso waya asabia ewo ho no ene ma nko yie kra ono motrete wonsa na kyese nkane ho asem kra de omunyo eno ne ade de omakoma so ampanifo hwe kra na de aka ni didi akire baaya anka bebo mo pa
kase ede apoba bepie mu ewo gromesa ewo adanse akrofrom mensini emu uhwa eye beti he ya chiefs compound a ewo empatem ha ene wo eye beti he yebedura no yenya ntie se aban eboa eye nyamanko hoden kanea ewo empatem ha nanso omunya nwie nti ama eha pa ene de abeto ayaresabia yi eso ni nyina ene se enura also omudidi djuma no also omudi gu fridge mu no fridge ni ha enu ti gisa akrofrom ene omukoko fa sendro bi ede eba ha ebio esa se light ni ha ntini omo je obi awo kra na gese so phone touch wo mu ansa na sabi ye de age awo a nurse peninu kra kire se e ma na ni kra mpo eya ye ne ya ewo ayaresabia ha ye ne nurse peninu o ha no eni nkomo
edura na jo kra na obi bewo a me de me phone na me de gini pa kra na wo obi nso yare na oba yentimi ema yeni yetimi the touch light na de gi awo ni nyina yesa e affect yeni e show no so kra yentimi wa hanom
adenti
because of lights are in here nintino ama nsuo kra omo betuma aye no yentimi mpompi nsuo no emfa nya adwuma na afi nsuo akwan ne so nye obi bewo a eno be free driver for this 4 million free ade koboase tise wa nya obi amana obi eboafo bi a na yese nipa ne ba bewu atoso
yene community nurse ba ko so ono na ko se bi nkronkitwa na wo mpatem ha no mu akohwe amanfo so ewo ho enso eni komo
minkwa na kita 2 zone about 70 community insuto mi wo mu na moto no so edu bre no a moto nkwan ntumi ba bia ye kwakoye adwuma na ewo a ebi mu kura people no kura eye true ekwan ni nye so hia abo aban na say ye vaccine so agise mi kwa krofom ye district capital na makofa vaccine because light ni hanti fridge ni fridge da bia moto da bia moto na fu asem so ewo soro so aban NGOs for DC ombebe boa ye ne ya ye adwuma ma amanfo wa
empenfo binom so omo epatam ha so ye ne omo so eni nkomo
na se nkrofo bi ade motokura akwhwe ase wo kra mokurom kwa mu ho emnom kwhwe ho no boy bi frɛ me tata na me kokuma ase ti o frɛ me anam ka ke se o mo nkonkon se nipa dem na mo de ba ha no ne mo ye din ye papa na nso me mo de mi hia me wa manwo ase ene ye hwe nkrofo ma nipa o mo yale pa o mo ye wuo ne ye de o mo agu moto so e ba sa area ku ye pa se me pedu asa ne akurase ni ba bia ndi aba mo aye se de be ya ye nyina no ye de nya na ha ya ne to aba ye nyina ye to aba ha me committee chairman se de be ya ye nyina no e be boa ye ama aye akofo mo ile ha nso no ye timi afre ntoma pefra
meeting ade Isaac K Nomanyo Adom Kase
ye beko akoye nkrai ba adwadie ene apomde mu nsem ye de beto aso Adom Kase so yama kwaba ye kwapomde mu nsem na ye kobono apuye mantamu ene empanifo a ewo mpotem ho no wono masinkonwa na wasi abrekutifo modem mo ho obu nkompohwe kire na wohwe enwuma waye ewo mfimpinu ne aduonu ba kono obo ho abaso a kire sampa uye wo mu nchichemu a emu besa duoso nwotwe de obo ho moden etu ho anamo
Okwai baako a bribiara empanyimfo ehwe se apomoden kwantwefo ahodo wo mantam ahodo mu woye won adwuma ye ene se woni omokotena se eye enhyiamu esese won adwuma waye na bono apoye mantam no apomoden kwantwefo ne empanyimfo hia ya wo sese won adwuma woye ye ewo afie etwamu no ensem a wodi ti dwane okobono apoye mantam honoma eba covid-19 ho yade no hwe ene ahweyie ewo ho de a obema mo 78% a ekire se waye ade ewo adwuma woye yenim na bread medi na se wo hia no George Mensa ena wo kogina mu ema bono apoye mantam so afo na ono ankasa esan ye mantam no coordinating director ebra wo kasa wo dwumadi na se no wo de asda kase ena ma apomuden kwantwefo ho no se watimi aye adwumaden ama covid-19 yade no empanyimfo atimi asoso ano
was a marked improvement in healthcare delivery in the region in 2021. The proportion of deliveries attended to by trained health workers increased from 65.8% in 2020 to 66.8% in 2021. The proportion of mothers who made at least 4 antenatal care visits increased from 74.4% in 2020 to 78.7% in 2021, signifying an improvement in client satisfaction of the services provided.
Kwantwefo abedi atwa owo Ghana Health Service Anthony Ofusu edene de eka ho se adwumayefo a wo bono apoye mantam nso waye ade pa se omo ankasa abo won homoden esi wona adwuni pia waye adwumaden a yade empanyimfo atimi asoso ano.
Our ability to deliver in the face of these challenges rather has the potential of making a stand out in our effort to support the service achieve its mandate. We believe that the challenges confronting us should not deter us from our commitment to helping the service to deliver on its mandates.
Frederick Adomako Boatin and Aokobuno Epoye Mantama, where Apomoden Quantrefo, I would not Ghana Health Service for no anemu.
The team no I have said, a sustained quality service delivery. As you who are given your full coverage, and only a key team I use. Sustaining quality service delivery, the lessons learned from COVID. I did about how you hear from COVID and said, I show your numbers now. Social news that cumulative positive cases in the but your minimum figure is 2,966.
Afi reggae mu Adom Kase na dey tisi edwam ekohwe enuane bia yetadie wo manmu ene ne bo se de si epeja na di firimu ba ye de esiwani ense o ka kire
ye maami o wa hei ya hwe hanom a oton aburo oton emu oton beans oton gari ye ne ba be twetwe nkomo ne wa kire yen se de abuo ni sitie cap ba ko eyesen boto eyesen se ne be ya se wo si dwomu a wo be hu sika dodo a wo be fa ansa na wakwa akodi wudwa enu tie maami Aisha oni amane hu se we display bebre wo brown rice beans red one bi wo white cheche ne bo ne kakra
Michelle no lonka na brown rice we so ye voter region there voter there no lonka ne 25 first na 23 but umasa to car lorry firm nti say 25 na had ye local nko ana mewo when so ye voter region local when so ye Nigeria for local onu nso ye 20 cities ena me wo 18 cities there wo
ya hwe ya nimu a ebro ni ade na ewo ho ne nkati ensi yen ko ho no mo na kire yen se de no so bo ne tie ebro beans ena mpacho we ya den atoko aha cheche yen se de prices in it
we atiko no we 11 cedis first na ye 10 cedis but say o mo atum nti 11 cedis ena ebro no su de dadada nyina ye 10 cedis na me de metwa no your friend is beans no you want it different me cry nya ni nyina ni you wa wale on na won one wale ni you twa no 24 ena you wa togo nso you 22 ena you wa niger no nso you 22 niger ni you want different type mi won akese na mi won kitwa
what share yen ebia ne se o kan se we ni na Nigeria but mienu no niger mienu difference be ne wo
obi wo ho pa akese no obi wo ho nso penkitwa bet nansen bebre compress akese no entanye that senkitwa no if e wo bia ne ne ope wheat no we say yambu boy wa uto ana wa kobubo penisadia bet at times bebre ka say omukoye Tom Brown for so omuchi enti okochi we na etan shintem we enhye nti no matter we bet ni na ye wheat we ye whole wheat and na we dey abubo dada first we no wheat ni ye ton no 14 cedis but prekupe e got 17 cedis e got 70 is almost 1 week ni 17 cedis na bottom no omudi my 24 se ye 3 mil
ye nyina we so na fedi ye ntinsi agoprama so e ye nkonkohwe ballbo ene agokansi nkaye no emunsem
Mama Kwaba deba agokensi so meive savonyo fa lady ajobo lady visda o papa bi nam den sem no ebro asida enkoma Menes Beauty Palace wo hwe me natural hair ya waye ne fefefe de ama media na utimi se woye adwuma papa 0244 211106 connect won siesie uti ho kama efa ema touch of kumbe esoso ene ye me makeup kama ede ema me na me konsem no mudi ahye ne se Ghana 25th March ya no ye wo akono de den dia ni nyina eye den eye World Cup playoff ene alataya Nigeria for ede ebe hyehyɛ so na ene Nigeria for the almost squad abepie mu a enya asem keto akra Ghana for dodo na abohu na so Ghana ye wo ho ora kwabna kwabna eje Japan wono eyobia na woye nkane eye journalist wasanso ewo aban mu na wakasa fa ho se wosese anka yemfa local based players dodo na enkosi sakan.
This over-reliance on so-called foreign-based players who are no much better than the players we have in our country is wrong. We have to look back at home. Get the people of Ghana back again behind their national team when they see their local players playing a major role in the national team. I think it's something that we can do. We should encourage our own, like the Nigerians are doing with the Guavon. We have a lot of players, Michael Osei. Where are they? Where are these coaches? Emmanuel Gago, Akuno was not given long enough time and there was too much interference in his work. We have to organize them. Joseph Addo, he used to be a great player with Hearts of Oak, was in America with the MLS. He would be a good coach, for instance. There has to be a deliberate policy of allowing these guys to do their badges.
Was from Mona Ega campaign for any crop Yametema Kumasi Asante Kotokone has for etimi kopie Mona Danko Kufu Adrenim na esema odi tuja ebini wachese one de wajidi se si bomodia SCSA ye league na ebeboa pa emeyenya local good players.
It is a strong, vibrant league that will enable us to have a strong, vibrant national side. So I think all of us have to put our heads together to see the way forward as to how we can strengthen our domestic league. We'll be crying and complaining about no longer being a powerhouse in African football and not winning the cup and everything. I think it's a question of organization. And organization begins with organizing a really strong domestic league. That the people in this room, plus the government side, we have to put our heads together to chart a good path for the future for the domestic league in Ghana.
Egusua de nsem ne broad ya na hye so se krobia betema kumasi asante kotokoni Accra Hearts of Oak the President Cup no ahye so sa bre egusua ekoso e wa Accra Sports Stadium ayede ho commentary eba ema e wa Sempa 94.7 FM ene Adom 106.3 FM tu betimi akotie na bibia akonka obia enhye bi wo mo abobe 23 minutes so far enti say ene etie enkohwe e Women's Premier League aside so bounce back anti week 10 ena ebe so yi na shene se na tie opiem mo Southern Zone dia na lady strikers ene omutina fie ma Hazakes ladies ko share wo kamensa mo antimi antimu adabraka na other fixtures say na tie soccer intellectuals ne Thunder Queens the best so Army ladies so ne Berry ladies, Faith ladies, ne Sea ladies, Anna Police ladies so ne Immigration ladies so e de ahye so Southern Zone say ena fixtures no etiem upiem mo Northern Zone dia Pelpia ladies ebetse fieshia ampem da kwa ladies na Kumasi Sports Academy so etne fieshia Fabulous ladies, Ashtown ladies, ne Supreme ladies, Dreams ladies and Northern ladies so the best so na Prisons ladies so and FC Savannah ede ahye so eti say ena ensem no akopiem sem kakra eboaboa no ema me vesavonyo fa lady ajobo lady Mr. Papa bi me de ebre wunie na ase apofeje to aso de aka na bra fa sanka efidie no
de ani je kase ne bewie kai se medin edna ase apofeje wani de kase mu no jedubile ambule na ekire mu se high life dwom ankasa no hwe na mafo no mo bana o mayira kwan o mayira efre hu
Ghana ejapade baako eye high life nyom ne senti empanyimfo epese enyum yi etimi tintim na entwima nso etimi ebefa daachi weyinti ebra asoyeye ahodo a wo moka bia ewom ewo high life nyum ene adwomtofo a woto high life bi ehyiaye ewo nkranmantam hanom a wodwendwen akwan ahodo a obefa so ama high life nyum etintim wo Ghana hanom no jeduble ambule a oye dwomtuni wo Ghana hanom nsam a wo kan ye ene se wo hye enemafo asisi ada so a ekamia yese okwan akane no na wofa so to high life no sa na emafoi amane esan sisi ano obi asori a wose woto nwoma wo frɛ no dance hall